Welcome back to Win Together Live. All right, guys, so I have the final verdict of which state won the showdown. All right, guys. So I had a lot of hopes for Maryland. All right, a lot of hopes for Maryland. This is all Maryland. I spent about $1,100 of to buy scratch offs, and maybe I could have done different scratch offs. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the $2 and $5 ones, but whatever. Regardless, whatever the case is, I bought about $1,100 worth of scratch offs in Maryland, and guess how much I got back? I got only $545 worth of winnings back. The $30 games were very disappointing. It reminded me a lot of New York state games, $30 games and $20 games, where you would lose in like 4 or 5 in a row, and then when you finally win something, it's pretty much break even for that one ticket, not for the whole session, right? So you will lose 3 or 4 or 5 tickets in a row. You're down $100 or $120, and next thing you know, you win another like a $30 win, right? Or a $50 win, right? Nothing crazy. So Maryland really reminded me of the New York State lottery, but the clear winner was Delaware. Delaware was the clear winner. I mean, I didn't buy a lot of the Delaware, but their $30 lottery was actually worth it because we got $100 win on the 30 lottery, a $30 lottery. We got on the $20 lottery, we got a $50 win. We got a $30 win. We got so they were all spread out. But on the $30, we got a $60 win, right? So the big wins were there. Like even for a $10 scratch off ticket in Delaware, we got a $100 win, which is insane, right? So I think Delaware may be the state to do lottery in around me at least, right? I haven't tried Pennsylvania, I haven't tried New Jersey, but from what I understand, they don't play any better than New York, right? So New York lottery, like I said, I've been feeling like it's a scam. When I was doing the Maryland lottery, I felt the same. All right, I felt like a lot of it was a scam. Like I said, I lost over $500. Um, and I had high hopes. I had high hopes because based on the odds, like if you look at the odds for like say this game right here, Ace of Spades, 1 in 2.73, which is really good odds, right? And so you would think like, hey, you're gonna probably win a lot in this game. And I bought 8 tickets. Out of the 8 tickets, I actually won just 2 of them, and for a whopping $40 win and a $30 win, right? I mean, out of the 8 tickets of $30 tickets, I won. I won $70, right? So which is insane. Um, and I think a lot of it is that, like Maryland lottery, a lot of it was that, where you would lose in 3 or 4. So the odds were there, you would win something, sure, um, but when you do win something, it's not big. It's not a big win. Surprisingly, these 50x games and the 100x games played really well. So I would probably do those a lot more if I do go to Maryland again. The 50x and the 100x games, they actually played pretty well. So I don't think I got the 200x. Actually, I did get a 200x one. Let me see. So yeah, I did get the 200x one, and I did win. I did win a $30 win on the 200x. I won a $50 on the 100x, which is a $20 ticket. 200x is a $30 ticket. But again, like I said, I think maybe for Maryland, the sweet spot is the $20 tickets, not the $30 tickets. Um, for Delaware, surprisingly, it was pretty spread even. The 10, 20, and 30 hit pretty well. So I think maybe just in general, Delaware is a better state to do the lottery in. Um, Maybe they want people to win, right, and people to keep playing. The way New York State and Maryland is doing it, and you can go online and read the reviews on the Maryland, lottery app and whatever. it just, they want to take the money from people, but they don't want to really give too much. And I think that's what I felt when I was doing this. Like, they just really want to take the money. It felt like a scam, right? Highway robbery, it felt like a scam. Delaware did not feel like a scam, and I'm not saying it because, oh, I got lucky and we made profit in that one. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it was exciting, it was fun. Like, I would lose on some of them, and then all of a sudden it's a big win, and it's like, okay, yeah, well, even if you in the end lose a little bit of money, you had fun. You had fun because it was exciting. All right, so I think Delaware for sure. I'm gonna stick with that. And I live in New York, so unfortunately I have no other choice. But I probably wouldn't do Maryland again. Yeah, I would know if I go back to Maryland, I'll cash these tickets out, and I'll spend that on Delaware. All right, guys. So that's it. That's my that's the showdown, guys. So the winner, clear winner, Delaware. Delaware right here is a clear winner. Delaware lottery. If you are in Delaware, if you go around Delaware, make sure you guys pick up the lottery. It's much better than Maryland or New York. All right, guys. Next up, maybe we'll try New Jersey and Pennsylvania, but I don't have any high hopes for those. But I think, based on what we learned here in this last, showdown series that we had, New York versus Delaware versus Maryland, the clear winner is Delaware. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will try to do more of these showdowns. I think these are pretty fun and exciting. Plus we get to try out different lotteries from different places. All right, guys, so thank you for watching. Please go to wintogetherlive.com. Join our weekly events where we do live scratch offs and find the big jackpots together, big wins. We find them together, and hopefully we can all get rich together and win together live. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.